Hi YouTube, it is Lee Porter VSG checking in with you for my month 8/week 35 post VSG op update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on March 27, 2018 with Dr. Ben Muir in Willoughby, Ohio. I am 5'9" for reference. My highest weight was 330 pounds. My weight the day of surgery was 318 pounds. And my weight today, which is November 28th, 2018, is 213.4 pounds. So this is a total loss for me of 116.6 pounds. Loss since surgery of 4.6 pounds. That's been, in 8 months. Yesterday was November 27th. It was exactly the 8-month mark out. Also exactly 35 weeks. I'm so sorry that I have not been checking in with you guys every week. As it gets further out in this process, I feel like I don't have as many updates or things to talk about. Maybe it seems like I talk about the same stuff all the time. So I will definitely be doing monthly updates, and I'll check in anytime I hit a particular goal that I'm after, or just have something I would like to talk about or even rant about or something like that. But for now, you can at least expect monthly updates. So this is my month 8 update, which again was yesterday, and yesterday was also week 35. So what's been happening over the last several weeks? Last time I checked in with you guys was October 30th. That was week 31, I weighed 224.9. Yesterday, I actually weighed 214.9. So I had lost 10 pounds from the last time I checked in with you as of yesterday, and I intended to do a video, and just my day passed me by and I couldn't get to it. So I weighed myself again, and I was at 213.4 today. So that was like, I don't know, another 1.5 pound loss overnight. So it feels good. I'm definitely in a losing spree. It felt like my weight loss in October slowed down, and when I looked at like the monthly numbers, like I use Baritastic, which is a food tracker for bariatric patients. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. I think it's a great tool for folks who have been through VSG surgery, because it really highlights your protein levels and your macros. And it also, what I love about it is it really displays your weight loss in a way that is very helpful. The Baritastic app says that I'm losing on average 0.35 pounds per day, 2.48 pounds per week, and 11.5 something per month. And obviously, it seemed like that monthly loss number was higher the first like 3 to 4 months, and then it seemed to taper down to around 10, 11 pounds in the last few months. It seemed like through the month of October, I only lost about 8-ish pounds. And now through the month of November, I've lost like 12.5 or 13 pounds. So, I was worried, maybe the last time I checked in with you, or in general, that maybe my weight loss is slowing down the further I got out in the process, which I do know is supposed to happen. But it seemed to speed up again this month. I had a great month, month 8, losing, 12 to 13 pounds overall. So that, definitely gets me back to the average of about 11 pounds a month. The other thing I'm feeling good about with this update is that I've been through 2, let's call them food holidays. I actually think these are the biggest food holidays. Halloween. Now, Halloween's more for the kids. I have found myself in years past snacking on some of the candy I was handing out, and looking, my daughter always wants to share with her dad and I, and so she doesn't really like every candy, so she knows that I personally like the Tootsie Rolls, and she doesn't care for those. So she generally will go through her bag and give me some of my favorite stuff that she doesn't like, and my husband some of his stuff that she doesn't like. So, but this year, I didn't want any of that stuff. I got through that completely fine. She did trick or treat and came home with bounds of candy, and I just left all that alone. I wasn't even really tempted. So got through Halloween okay. Didn't, blow the numbers or eat things I wasn't supposed to. It wasn't really hard. It wasn't just, I mean, lately, there are treats and stuff that it feels like if I really want a treat, I actually do favor like fruits or like frozen yogurt bars. Like those are the things. When I get a sweet tooth, I really want to go after those Outshine frozen yogurt bars, and I let myself have those because I don't necessarily think the macros are the best on them. It's 90 calories, but it is a nice treat, and they have 5 grams of protein. And so I try to commit to myself that everything I do ingest will have at least some protein in them. So I feel good about those bars, considering most ice cream just doesn't have that much protein, and that does. I also like those chili cow. I think it's chili cow. They're little servings of ice cream. They're about 180 calories each, but you can eat the whole cup for that, which is like a meal. A whole cup will fill me up on that. And it's not maybe the best thing you could eat, but it does have good protein in it. It's low calorie and it satisfies that occasional sweet tooth. And I would, I'm so much better off doing those things before eating candy or some regular junk food that might be available to eat. So I feel like those things should be allowed in my diet if they help replace some of the really unhealthy things that I could be eating. So then I also, Thanksgiving was last week, and that was another big holiday for me. And I got through that just really wonderfully. I found myself really busy, like cleaning and organizing the week before Thanksgiving. And when you're busy and you're active and doing all those things, in addition to my workouts and the things that I normally do, I was getting a lot of activity, and because I was so busy, I wasn't eating. I didn't feel like the need to eat all day. It wasn't boredom eating or anything like that. So the time before Thanksgiving, I did really good. And then the day before Thanksgiving, I found myself shopping all day, and that was again busy. I didn't suffer the urge to eat maybe things I shouldn't have. And then on Thanksgiving, I hosted a dinner for about 12 people at my house. I told myself that day that I would drink the wine and I would eat the food, and I might keep track of all the calories, but I wouldn't care if I blew my budget, and it didn't matter because it's a holiday and you have to let yourself live every once in a while. But to my delight, I was so busy all day that I didn't really eat much. And then finally, about 4, I did get up and like take my vitamins, and I think I ate a protein bar like at 1 or something. I didn't eat a lot. Um, and then at like 4 or 4:30, I put out. We don't usually eat until later, around 6:30. But I put out shrimp and cocktail sauce like at 4:30 ish. And by then I felt like I was getting hungry. Over the course of that 2 hours, I ate about 5 of those shrimp. And then for some reason, when it was time to eat the dinner, I did get a plate of all the foods that I could eat. I got turkey and cranberry sauce and green bean casserole and corn. I tried to stay away. Oh, I got yams because I'm technically saying they're not potatoes because they're sweet potatoes, but I know they are potatoes and not good for you. But, the once a year that I eat those, it's not a big deal. Um, but anyway, I sat down in front of this wonderful Thanksgiving meal that I had worked really hard to prepare and get ready for, and I literally couldn't eat a bite. Like, realistically, I don't know if it was the shrimp that I had eaten, um, which, I only ate like 5 shrimp. So, I mean, maybe it was that. I don't know. But I ended up taking little nibbles off of everything on the plate and then just being done. And then I spent another couple hours cleaning up, and then I went out Black Friday shopping. So, all told that day, I think I had maybe 1,000 calories. So I did like great on Thanksgiving. Like, oh, I had a glass of that, even included a glass or two of wine. So I did great. I got up on the scale the next day and I was down like a pound. So it was just awesome to see myself like lose weight over Thanksgiving. And in fact, if I look at my last week, November 20th, so that would have been 2 days before Thanksgiving, I was 217.6. And today, so this is 1 week and 1 day later, I'm 213.4. So I've actually lost 3.2 pounds over the last week of Thanksgiving. And I had a bunch of time off, and, I was with friends, and, I did a lot of good living and not really restricting myself over the last week, and had, really easy weight loss. And I think as the further this process goes, I find that there are times when the weight loss comes easy for me, and then other times where it's not so easy. It's like a slowdown for 2 weeks, and then I can lose pretty fast for a couple weeks, and then it slows down, and then it goes fast. So right now I'm just in a really good losing phase, and I will take it. I'm very appreciative. I continue to strive for my goal of 160. So as I sit here today, I've got another, what, 450 53.4 pounds to lose. And obviously, after losing over 100, that seems much more manageable. And I know that there will be a time that it tapers off and maybe goes slower, but I'm feeling good about my journey, how far I've come, and where I'm going to go. And I'm still doing all the right stuff. I still am doing the exercises every day. I feel like I exercise more now. I just have fallen into a routine where 45 minutes is more likely than 30 minutes or 35 minutes. And I've definitely gotten to a groove with my eating. I do sense, I might have said this before in a video, but I do find that the later in the day that I eat, the better. So I'll get up and take vitamins, and then I'll drink like a protein coffee, but I don't actually eat my first meal till more around 2 o'clock. And that's pretty great because I can eat a meal then, and I can maybe even have a snack somewhere in the middle, and then eat another meal towards like 8 o'clock or something like that, and get to bed. And that helps me stick to this 12 to 1300-ish calories that I do try to aim for every day. And so anyway, just still very much on plan, and doing the stuff. So that's how the last couple holidays went. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I hope I fare as well through the Christmas holidays as I did through the Thanksgiving holidays. But all in all, I feel good. And I hope everybody else's journey is going really well. I hope your holiday season's going great. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Thanks.